warm day. Here we go. The sun is up. The sky is blue. Wake up and shout, cock-a-doodle-doo!
Hey, what if we said Happy 4th of July?
I love the 4th of July.
It's so fun. The fireworks are my favorite.
Oh, let's do fireworks when we do the 4th of July.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Here we go. The sun is up. The sky is blue. Wake up and shout, Happy 4th of July! I love the fireworks.
Hey, and you know what? There's a song I want to sing, and it's kind of silly. Do you guys like silly songs? I thought so. This is about a guy named Yankee Doodle with a hat with a feather in it, and he called it a silly name. I think you're going to like it.
Do you like to wear hats that are silly? Miss Dawn has one. Show them your feather.
Oh, yes. I have to have a feather. And at home, you could even find any hats with a feather in it. Yeah.
Let's make our own band.
Perfect.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy, find the music and the step and let the girls be handy. Ooh, that was fun.
That is fun. You could sing with anything at home you have. If you have a tambourine, you could use it, or you could just use a bucket and a hat to the beat. That'd be really fun.
And if you have a fun hat, you can try that too.
Absolutely.
You can put a feather in your hat or make it silly. What Miss Dawn said about using things in your house to make music reminded me of this guy. This is Louie Armstrong. He's a famous musician from the United States, from Louisiana. In fact, he lived not that long ago. I was just a baby when he died. And one fun thing about him is that he lived with his grandma until he was 5. Do you like your grandma and grandpa? And after that, he went back to live with his mom. And when he was a young boy, he heard groups play music called spasm bands. And those were groups that they used things in their own house to make music. Doesn't that sound fun? And then, by the time that he was 11, he started singing with 3 other boys in a quartet. And not very long after that, when he was listening to different groups that were different bands play, he got interested in the cornet. And he started to learn how to play it just from his ears and from listening to how it sounded. And from the help of a grown-up cornet player who was named, what was his name? Oh, Bunk Johnson, helped him to learn to play the cornet. And by the age of 13, Louie Armstrong had started his own band, and people started to notice how good he was, and he started playing on the riverboats in New Orleans. And he became famous, and he even got to sing in a famous movie that your grandparents might know called Hello, Dolly. And he was known for his growly voice when he sang, and for his wonderful way of playing the trumpet, which also had a little growl in it. And we're going to let you hear a little clip of Louie Armstrong with his growly bear voice, and you can listen for that. And also, he had a nickname. His nickname was Satchmo. All right.
Sing it again.
Isn't that fun? Would you like to do a parade with us?
Oh, sure. Let's do it.
March marching in. Oh, how I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Woo! Lots of fun. So you can pretend to play the trumpet, right? That is so fun. Woo! Would you like to be in a parade? Let's be in a parade this summer. Oh, totally. Let's march around. Ooh, I like that part. I'm going to wave at everybody I know. Hi! Get your brothers and sisters. Be in a parade. You can play the trumpet too. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. That's so much fun. So remember those spasm bands that Louie Armstrong heard when he was a boy? Remember I told you about that, Miss Dawn? Yeah, he just used things from around his house. So I found some things from here at our library. Do you have something like this at home? Like a container that you hold pens and pencils in? And maybe a basket?
Oh yeah, I can totally use a basket.
Let's just get my little cord off of there. I bet you have things at your house. Let's see if this will sound fun.
Ooh, that's fun.
How about you?
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, it's really
really
good.
like it. Yeah.
Let's
It's
like
a basket drum.
yes, a basket drum, and I have a pencil instrument. Oh, we're so good.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Maybe you can play with some things around your house if it's okay with your grown-ups and make some sounds that are cool. Let's do the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Perfect. We'll just go loo, loo, loo. I bet you know that tune with our instruments. Here we go. Loo, 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 loo. That was really good.
That was fun. This is fun. You could play it with anything you have at your house.
And you could even put some words. Let's make up new words.
Oh, totally.
Row, row, row your boat.
Yes, let's
Like
do it.
flag words because
Oh,
it's 4th of
yes.
July.
How about wave, wave, wave your flag? That would work.
Wave it way up high.
Perfect.
Then
Yeah. Watch the colors gently wave way up in the sky. That'll work.
Wave it. Okay, let's try it.
I'll see if I can play and use my slides. Let's see if I can use it enough.
Oh, that's fun. Here we go. Wave, wave, wave your flag, wave up in the sky. Watch the colors gently wave. I don't remember the rest.
Way up in the sky.
Wave in the sky. So you just make it up as you go. You want to try it again with us?
Sure.
Did you have a chance to find something that you could make a little bit of a sound with? If it's okay with your grown-up, you can get like a pot from your kitchen and like a spoon or something like that. So go grab something. We're going to try this again. We're going to pretend that we're waving flags and we're in like a band of stuff that we made up. Okay, perfect. Ready, go. Wave, wave, wave your flag way up in the sky. Watch the colors gently wave way up in the sky. We did it!
That's so fun. You can do it at home too. It's so great. Find a basket. Find a
And you
couple
can
of
make up your
pencils.
own words too of whatever you feel like. And also remember if you have a box of macaroni and cheese, it makes a sound kind of like this. It's true. Wave, wave, wave your flag way up in the sky. Watch the colors gently wave way up in the sky. See, you can do it too. That's a lot of fun. That's called a spasm band when you use things from your own house to make music. You see lots and lots of flags during the 4th of July.
You do. And they're everywhere. They're on people's porches or they're in important buildings. You can see them all over the place. And what's really cool is that the flag is a reason to be respectful. I don't know if you've ever seen a person put their hand on their heart, maybe at a sporting event when they sing the national anthem. But it's a really neat thing to be able to respect our country and our flag. So, do you know that song, the national
I
anthem?
do.
Francis Scott Key in 1914 or something.
It's a really important song
1814.
for our country, and it's about our flag.
Yep, and it became our national anthem.
The
So,
song, that
yeah.
means like the song that is for our whole country, that shows about what we're about as a country, is our national anthem, our like most important song.
Yeah, should we sing it? With
Yeah,
you?
this is how it goes. I bet you've heard it before. If you've heard this before, put your hand on your heart, okay? Let's see if you've heard this. How about here? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Have you heard that?
Yes.
I think they've probably
Many
heard
times.
it.
Yes, and there's another flag song we could share as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a fun song called The Grand Old Flag. Isn't it grand? When you look at the flag, isn't it grand? I think it is.
I like that song.
Yeah.
It makes me want to do a band. I'm going to have a band.
Perfect.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and wherever in peace may you reign. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true, or the red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. Woo, that was really fun. I've had so much fun singing today.
Oh, should we end with our end song?
Yes, let's say
That's so
goodbye,
great.
everyone. We will look forward to seeing you next time. I think for our goodbye song, we should wave our flags this time.
Oh, good idea.
And if you want, you can wave your hand and pretend it's a flag. Ready? Wave goodbye, music time is through. Thank you friends, we love to sing with you. Have a really happy 4th of July week this week. We love you, see you next time.